Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and I apologize for the different background. I have a twisted ankle and I don't want to leave bed. But there was a story that was surging on Facebook today that of course I had to talk about. Now, I'm going to share two articles below, one positive and one negative, because I do think it's worth getting both the sides on the story. But basically, the headline that Facebook decided to go with was that Uber took away the surge pricing from Chelsea, New York, because there was accusations that Uber was taking advantage of people during the New York bombings by price surge. And of course, a lot of people on Facebook were complaining about it. A lot of people on Twitter were complaining about it. Whenever there's a blizzard or a disaster or a national emergency, people complain that Uber is trying to take advantage of them. And here's the thing. Out of all the apps that you can make money from that I talk about, Uber is by far my least favorite. Like no question about it. I do not like Uber. I do not like their company. I do not like their policies. I still drive for them because in some respects they're practical, but for the most part, I don't like them very much. Let's be honest. However, here's the thing. I'm going to have to defend Uber this time because no, Uber is not trying to screw you. The surge is based on an algorithm. Here's how it works. The more demand there is and the less supply there is, the higher the prices go up. And the prices go up because of supply and demand. If there's more demand than supply can meet, you raise the prices and you find out who would be willing to pay for that. Also, when it's surging, it encourages drivers who normally would not be on the road to get on the road and take people out. Like, for example, let's take a mild example, a minor situation. This happens all the time. Maybe not in California, but most places. When it rains, a lot of Uber drivers will not drive in the rain. They just don't want to do it. And because they don't want to do it and people still need to get somewhere, the surge will start. In fact, sometimes more people will want Uber in the rain because they don't want to drive themselves. But there are less drivers on the road. So surge happens and you got to pay more. And that's just life. That's a bomb that has just gone off will surge. It will absolutely surge because there's a lot more demand than there will be supply. And in fact, in this case, the surge is probably a good thing because yes, you're getting charged more, but there are people who might be willing to pick you up and get you home safely. That's what the headlines should be saying. That because of surge pricing, Uber drivers got on their app and went to a dangerous area in New York that they did not have to go and got people home safely. That's what the headline should be. But no, in our media world where everyone is trying to screw the other person, Uber is taking advantage of the little guy. No, they are not. It is an algorithm. It is an algorithm, and the reason the algorithm was set off was because of an unfortunate situation. But that unfortunate situation created more demand than there was supply. Here's my stance on it. Okay, I can't give you my stance, but in a similar situation, I would not drive to that area unless there was a high surge. Because here's the thing, Uber drivers are human too. And on a daily basis, I only turn on the Uber app when it surges. Because you cannot make money doing it otherwise. If you're driving the basic rate, or the base fare as they call it, you will lose money unless you happen to be driving a very long distance. Because the maintenance on your car costs more than what Uber pays you, unless it's surging. Once it's surging, you can make money on it. And so that's the only time I would turn the app on. Well, that should be considered a good thing in this case. Now, if Uber wants to refund people of the natural disasters because it was a natural disaster, no one saw it coming, they can do that, but they cannot take it out on the drivers. And here's the thing, folks. Surge pricing is not going away. Uber drivers are human. If they didn't get a surge, they wouldn't drive your drunk butt home at 2 in the morning. They wouldn't wake up at 4 a.m. to take you to the airport. They wouldn't go out when it's raining and the roads are slippery to take you to work. Surge is very much a needed thing in the ride-sharing business. And, by the way, it's something that wouldn't go away even if Uber switched entirely to automated vehicles. Because on New Year's Eve and other holidays, look, if people will be willing to pay more. It's just economics. It's basic economics. People say that's not fair. Well, life isn't fair. You know what? It's not fair that I was born autistic. It's not fair that some people I know are married before I am. It's not fair that some people work really, really hard and yet are always struggling with money. Life isn't fair. Uber is not a right. The surge pricing is necessary. Uber was not trying to screw you during the New York bombing. Get over yourselves. Seriously. Okay, well, I should probably get back to lying down because, again, twisted ankle. Want to rest it so that I can get back to driving myself. But what do you guys think? Comment below. I would really like to hear your opinions on this. And this is one of those times where, more than ever, I want you to flame responsibly. Have a good one.